All right, let's talk about something we all feel, but nobody really likes to admit. Envy. It's that quiet little thief that can sneak in and just steal your happiness. To really get a handle on it, we're going to dive into the brilliant work of the Indian poet and essayist Ramdhari Singh Dinkar.
Dinkar hits us with this powerful idea right out of the gate. And just think about that for a second. With most feelings, right, something happens to you. But envy's different. It's an affliction that punishes you first. The person you're envying, they could be totally clueless, just living their life, while you're the one twisting yourself into knots.
And that really brings us to the main question here. We spend so much time looking for things outside of ourselves to blame for our problems. But what if the biggest enemy to your happiness isn't out there at all? What if it's right inside you, living rent-free in your head? Okay, so if we're going to take on this inner enemy, we have to understand how it works. We need to dissect it. So let's get into the anatomy of envy, using Dinkar's wisdom as our guide. Now this is so important. Envy isn't just about wanting what somebody else has. No, it's actually a two-part poison. Part one is the pain you feel because of their advantage, their success. But part two, and this is the really toxic part, is that nasty little wish that they would lose it, that desire for them to fail. That's what makes envy so destructive. And this is where we have to draw a super clear line. See, healthy competition says, "Wow, you built a tall tower. That inspires me. I'm going to work harder to build my tower even taller." But envy whispers, "Your tall tower makes me feel small. I want to knock it down." One is fuel, the other is pure acid. This might be one of the most surprising things Dinkar points out. You'd think we envy the mega-rich, the superstars, right? The people at the very top. But that's not really how our brains are wired.
Think about it. Do you actually genuinely lose sleep with envy over a celebrity on a super yacht or some tycoon from 100 years ago? Probably not. It's because they feel like they're in a completely different universe. Their success is abstract. It's not personal.
And, well, the same thing goes for the other direction. We don't really envy people who have way less than we do. We might feel other things, maybe pity or compassion, but not that sharp, painful bite of envy. So, if it's not the people way above us, and it's not the people way below us, who's left? Ding, ding, ding! It's the people on our level. Envy is a horizontal emotion. We envy our coworker who gets the promotion we wanted, the neighbor whose lawn just looks a little bit greener, the friend on Instagram who's on that vacation we can't afford. It's proximity that breeds comparison, and comparison is the petri dish where envy grows. So we know what it is, we know who it's aimed at, but what's the real cost? As Dinkar told us from the start, the person feeling it is the first victim. Let's really look at the heavy price we pay when we let envy move in.
It really is like drinking poison and hoping the other person gets sick. It just doesn't work. It corrodes your own happiness because you can't be happy when good things happen to others. It completely stifles your personal growth because you're too busy watching their life instead of living your own. And it turns all your focus outward. You stop being a creator and you become a critic, wasting all that precious energy tearing things down instead of building something up.
This gets to the heart of the delusion, doesn't it? The lie we tell ourselves. We think that by criticizing someone, we look smart or objective. But in reality, all we're doing is putting a giant spotlight on our own insecurity. We think we're knocking them down a peg, but every single jab is really just a blow to our own peace of mind. We're poisoning our own joy.
This metaphor just says it all. It's so perfect. To get rid of this tiny little annoyance, this mouse of someone else's success, the envious person is willing to set their whole life on fire. Their happiness, their peace, their potential. It's just completely and totally irrational when you think about it.
Okay, I know that was all a bit bleak. But here's the good news. We are not doomed to be prisoners of this feeling. Dinkar gives us a really clear, powerful way out. So let's pivot from the problem and talk about the solution.
Here it is, the 3-step antidote. First, you just have to stop. Consciously, you have to quit playing the comparison game. Your path is your path. It's not supposed to look like theirs. Second, you got to look inward. What's your unique thing? Your skills, your passions, your story. It's not about being better. It's just about being you. And third, and this is the real game changer, you have to channel all that wasted energy into action. Create something, build something, learn something.
That's the whole ballgame right there. The entire project of envy is aimed outward at them. The only real cure is to flip that focus 180 degrees and aim it inward at yourself. Stop worrying about their garden and start tending to your own. Honestly, a person who is busy and excited about building something they're proud of, they just don't have the time or the energy for envy.
All right, so as we start to wrap this up, let's just boil it all down. Let's crystallize the absolute key wisdom from Dinker that you can take with you for a happier life.
So here's what to remember. Number 1, envy is a self-inflicted wound. It hurts you first. Number 2, we almost always envy our equals, the people right in our orbit. Number 3, the opposite of envy isn't ignoring them, it's creation. And finally, true, lasting happiness, it's an inside job. It comes from your own sense of fulfillment, not from looking over your shoulder at what everyone else is doing.
And Dinker leaves us with this final, profound piece of wisdom. Envy is often just a symptom of a deeper anxiety, that nagging feeling of I'm not enough. So what this means is, if you can work on finding your own inner peace, if you can calm that storm of worry inside you, envy just loses all its power. It can't get a grip on a mind that is calm and content.
So ultimately, the choice is yours. Every single day. You've got a limited amount of time and energy. You can spend it looking over the fence, letting resentment grow like weeds, or you can spend it right here, in your own yard, tending to your own garden, and cultivating your own unique brand of joy. Which one are you going to choose? Thanks for joining me for this